What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the car edition of What's Up, Eddie, Divine Therapy Sessions. And of course, I'm the one and only Eddie. So glad to have you guys back. And these are my Divine Therapy Sessions. Hey guys, I just want to come on and give a good word. It's Tuesday. I'll be going up on a Tuesday. Hey guys, I just want to spread some love and some light, I know I get on here and I'm always spitting and telling you guys, a better way to live. And I know that it's a struggle, right? And it's difficult looking at yourself, especially when the rest of the world isn't doing it, right? I know that, and it was I always say these figures because when I first heard it, I was like, there's no way. I the good word is this, man. You're the chosen one, and being the chosen one is going to be difficult. It's the test, right? You got to earn your stripes, and those stripes, to me, man, I believe that's I'm going back to the kingdom of heaven. There's going to be 100,000 angels waiting to cheer me on, cheer my name on, right? Where I'm getting welcomed back to my kingdom, to my Father. That's what I believe in. Now, no, depending on what you believe in out there, it doesn't matter, because you may come from a different faith as me, right? You may believe in Hinduism. You may believe in Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva, right? But I'll tell you this, that may be your kingdom as well, right? And there's no difference. I feel like there is no difference. I believe that's where you're going, right? That's your dream. I say this, you guys. Check this out. I was just thinking this morning is hey man, be happy. Be happy that you're the chosen one. Be happy that you're the ones that are forced to do the work. If you're out there and you're the alcoholic, you're the drug addict, and you messed up for so long, you're the black sheep, right? You're the one that was in your family where people don't understand you. I've met so many people in these walls that are courageous, they're beautiful, they're loving, they're bright, they're brilliant. And when they finally come into their own power, they're unstoppable people, man. These people are amazing. And I always say and I used to hear, oh, it's a blessing to be an alcoholic. I used to think these people are crazy. But then I realized that because I've received the gift, and that gift doesn't just pertain to that demographic. It pertains to everyone on planet Earth. We're all going through struggles, right? And so because I was an alcoholic, I was forced, right? You have two decisions. You go down to the bitter end and have a miserable existence, or you get the help, right? So those two options, considering some people still choose option A. You guys, the options out there for I say the regular people, because, hey, you guys, you got the regular people out there, you're not just regular. You guys are going through the struggle too. You're here. Check this out, guys. Check this. This is what I was thinking about this morning, and I'm just like, dang, right? And if it doesn't do something to you, if it doesn't get you thinking of up in here, I don't know what will. So I was looking up, I was like, I wonder what are the odds of you being born on planet Earth? And I looked it up, and it was something like 450 trillion. What? 450 trillion? All right. So just giving that odds alone, a 450 trillion chance that you were born out of a 450 trillion? That is like winning the lottery, I don't know, 5,000 times? That's ridiculous. You guys, I think there's 1,000 billion in what is 1,000 billion in a trillion? 1,000 billion. You ain't ever gonna see that much money. You won't even see that many people. I mean, your best bet is looking up in the stars, but you may not even catch it then. What I'm trying to tell you is this. If those odds are that astronomical and you were chosen, and imagine how many, I don't even know what the population is on planet Earth, but check this out. If the Earth has, let's just say, I don't know, I want to say, it might be even a low figure, but let's say 50 million people on planet Earth. Or let's just say that there was a billion. If there's a billion people on Earth out of 450 trillion, that's still, the percentage is small in comparison. So there's Angel 444 right now. There's 4 minutes and 44 seconds. If you're out there, you guys, look up Angel 444, which is it's a highly protected number. Your angels are protecting you. Your guardians around you are protecting you. And the angels are here right now, moving me along with this video. When you start giving, when you start to give, did you hear that tap back there? That's them. If you start giving them credit, because these ideas, you guys, they're not my ideas. None of it is ours. All of it is ours, and none of it at the same time. Difficult subject to digest, and it's difficult for me because we all ride on pride and ego, right? And when you run, I really think about it, I wasn't doing ish before, man. I wasn't getting anything done because I was too immersed in my own addictions, and by the deliverance of God and his workers, which is his angels, which is him, delivered me from hell. Because this platform could be hell if you allowed it to be, right? And there's no way that I would have been able to get out of it had I not asked for help from God. I wouldn't be here today, you guys. And that's the good word, man. You're only a second, you're only a one sentence away. All you got to do is ask. The thing is this, you guys, is that when we get met with work, when we get met with the answer, we don't like the answer, and that's half the battle. Letting go of your pride and your ego, and recognizing that you're powerless, recognizing that this material is not mine. This is God given. God has allowed me to talk about these things. God has allowed me. If I try to be prideful and say this is all me, I'm already wrong. I'm already doing something that's hindering myself. I give credit when credit is due. I wouldn't have this material had God not blessed me with it. Thank you, Father in heaven. I appreciate it, right? Thank you to my guardians that are around me, 444. That's why I say it. And I'm telling you guys this because it's like if you're out there having this spiritual awakening, numerology is a huge, huge, huge thing. Everything runs off numbers, if you really think about it. But getting back to it, right? So a 450 trillion chance, you guys. And the population is not, it doesn't even meet that criteria. So you are chosen to be here. This is your grandest test. Your grandest test. And if you think you're here, and it trips me out because I think about how I lived before, and I think, wow, like, what was I thinking? But like I needed to be so immersed into the earth platform, which we call spiritualist, that 3D platform. I need to be so immersed into my dark shadow sides, right? The alcoholism, the drug addiction, sex addiction, masturbation, perversion in my mind, mental strife, depression, anxiety, PTSD, child abuse. See, there's so many, right? But that's so immersed into it. And I just never felt welcomed here, and I felt like the black sheep. And I thought I was going to die at a young age. And that's why I tell you guys this, not to, it's a sad story, right? And my story was headed down the wrong path, man. At the age of 33, the beginning of it, I had no more answers, man. I was out there in the streets. I was homeless. There's no one could help me at that point because I couldn't help myself. And then I was hurting people not because I was doing something to them specifically, but because I was hurting myself. No one wants to watch their loved one die. And I got delivered from that. And I think that, like, look, if your story isn't as harsh as mine, and I know that there's stories, because I've heard them, that are even worse than mine. But if you're out there and you're struggling with even the smallest things, right? Or even just say that, like, you're on from one platform to the next, right? And you're having a good life at home, but your business is struggling. All these concepts can be put into any part of your life because they're spiritual concepts. It's like a formula. Because at the end of the day, it's all a spiritual experience. So if you start adopting these spiritual principles, that's why business is a spiritual experience. Love is a spiritual experience. Being in a relationship with your girlfriend or boyfriend is a spiritual experience. Being in a relationship with your friends is a spiritual experience. You don't want to be when you find someone who's high vibration, who feels like the sun, who when you touch them, you're just like, they're amazing. Or when they walk into a room, they're just like, wow. That person has nourished their spiritual self, body, and mind. That's why I talk about this, and I'll repeat myself as many times as possible for you guys to understand. in 20 different ways, or 100 different ways, 1,000 different ways, as long as it takes. These systems are so valuable. Check out my other videos, 10:10 on the clock. Big change is happening, right? These videos are high vibrational, high value. To angel number 1020, which is everyone involved in a situation will prosper, and the guides and the angels are making that happen. I think I don't know why I don't really do this as much where I say the angel numbers, but someone out there probably needs to hear to look up your angel numbers. God's trying to talk to you and you're not listening. Angel number 1043, 143. God loves you. I love you. Yeah, guys. I just want to put it out there, man, is like, so if you are in the beginning of the stages of, and you're chosen, I want you to know you're the golden children. You're the children of light. And if you're out there and you don't understand what I'm talking about, but you see there's something resonating, look at the other videos. Look at the beginning, all the way to the beginning, and go from there. I promise you, I've set it up in such a way where, I co-created with God, right? God and I set this up so specifically whatever videos you watch is supposed to be exactly what you wanted to watch, right? Or you needed at that time period. If you're out there and you're a leader, 1133, 2 master numbers, right? Angel number 11, 33 is the master divine number, right? Jesus number. Number 11 is Metatron, Archangel Metatron. Most people don't know about Metatron. Metatron's a homeboy. 1133, I don't remember specifically what it means, but if you're a leader out there, you guys, the rest of planet Earth needs us to step up. And I know you're scared and fearful because we've gotten programmed for so long, and we have our own family units, right, where we don't want to ruffle the feathers. But I say this, man, you have to stand in your power. You have to. You have no other choice. I'm going to tell you this. No matter no matter how much you decide to keep going the opposite route, and just give a little bit of your medicine, get a little bit of medicine, it's gonna make you go crazy. You have to go out there and do it because it's been instilled in you, burned into your soul. If that calling is in you, that's God given. It'll burn at you for the rest of your life. Just do it. And I can tell you this, you guys, the rewards are endless. But if you just did it for rewards and rewards alone, good, do that until it becomes a habit, and then you actually have a heart space change. That's why I say fake it till you make it, man. Fake it till you make it. Who cares? There's no audience. The only audience is God. Well, the audience is God, right? He's watching you, and his angels are watching you. If that might be a message for someone out there too, man. Like, you know, if we sometimes think that because nobody is around us that we're not being watched. You're being watched. We're all divine beings having a spiritual experience. That sounds a lot like we are in a simulation being tested, and we're being watched at everything in every corner and every move that we're making. This is your grandest test. Come to the forefront, enlighten other people. And if you're in a place of power and you are hindering God's people, if you're a leader out there, I'm talking to you guys out there. Any of you out there who are using God's gifts that he gave you, as a leader, you're not meant to hinder other leaders or people who are being awakened, right? They're in a very tender stage, and you have a lot of power. It's like the same as having religion and someone doesn't have religion. You're put at a higher stakes, a higher place, because you've been given that ability. It can be taken away too. God giveth and God will taketh away. So ensure that you're using your power, your authority, your God divine right, which every single soul on earth has, for the betterment of society, not the downfalls. Don't use your unworked trauma and that to be a hindrance to other people, because most importantly, it's a hindrance to you. So if you're a leader out there and you are entrapment of other souls, binding people, using magic, doing stuff like this, yeah, I feel sorry for you, man, because God, the divine does not play. They do not play when it comes to this. And if you guys think at the end of the day that, like, oh, that's hogwash, he believes in God, the divine, I'm telling you this, if this place could end if God ends, if he wills it. Right? We've heard this in populations in where he has leveled the earth multiple times throughout many millennia. Right? There's cultures that don't even exist anymore. We're not even on planet Earth. We don't even know about them. So if you think that can happen to us, and we will be knocked off our high horse too, right? God's given you a chance, the ample opportunity to be that leader. I'm not trying to say, if I'm triggering you, then you got to ask yourself why you're being triggered, right? Just like me, man. I had to come to a place where when God was talking to me and saying, hey, your pride's too much, your ego, you're always having to be right. You're always having to, he's always checking me, right? Always. This is why I put that information out there. I couldn't do this channel before because I wasn't in the place to do it. I've always wanted to help people, but I couldn't help them because I couldn't help myself. And I think Tony Robbins says this, if I can't bring you, or you can't bring someone to a place that you've never visited before, right? That you can't bring someone to a level of spirituality that you haven't been to. Simple as that. That well put, Tony Robbins. Well put. How's the guy the mentor, or not the mentor, but I guess he's a mentor from afar, right? Every time I've been making a video for the last five videos, I couldn't remember his name. Like, he's like one of the most biggest names out there, right? Yeah, guys, I think that's all I got. I just want to put out there, it's not all harsh words, right? The good word is this, man. If you know that this is a test, and you know that your mission on earth is to wake others up, you've been chosen, baby. You've already been chosen because of the odds. The statistical odds of you being on planet Earth is astronomical. Astronomical squared, man. That's the good news, you guys. Hey, I just woke up like an hour and a half ago, and I'm still feeling froggy and tired. Foggy, not froggy. I don't know even why I said froggy. I love you guys, man. I love you so much. I love doing this. This stuff lights my soul on fire. I can't wait to I know it's like, hey, check this out, man. Whenever God has a plan for you and he tells you that plan, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's a matter of when. And I'm just so excited to where this is going to go. There's so much out there that, and the crazy part is, like, I never knew. I had an idea, but I never knew. It was like I was always talking to thousands in a crowd, and those visions were like, dude, where is that coming from? But that's God given. If you have that out there, know that God's talking to you right now. You're out there because God has already set up a plan for you, man. God knows what's going to happen. I know people out there right now are getting triggered because I'm saying the word God. Hey, if you're getting triggered by that, ask yourself why. What is the old programming that's behind that? Why? It's the pride, the ego, the trauma, the hurt, the whatevers, right? And I've heard it before. Well, I get triggered by that. That word is too much for me. It's too much for you? It's a 450 trillion chance that you're here on planet Earth. 450 trillion. And you don't believe in God? God, what else? I end it right there. End of video. I just told you. Oh man, as I'm looking over at a building, it says evangelical, what does it say? Evangelical church. Evangelists out there. We're all evangelists, right? We're the light workers. We're the bringers of light. We're the good word, man. We're the speaker of good. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you feel so apt to hearing me. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right.